Hello and welcome on in to What's on Tap, What's on Tap, What's on Tap. This is this George on Tap show. What's on tap in the world of sports today and every single Monday through Friday and live reactions. So, welcome to the George on Tap show. My name is George on Tap, and let's talk about what's on tap. Before we get started, this episode is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is the best place to do player props. You will actually use promo code on tap and you will get up to a 50% bonus on your first deposit using promo code on tap. And you can build out your first play and they give you a bonus on your first play. And that is Travis Kelce over half a yard. So we combined that today on our Sports on Tap betting show. Roquan Smith, 5.5 solo tackles lower, and Justin Watson, 13.5 receiving yards higher. Pretty simple. Just log in using promo code on tap and you'll get up to a 50% bonus on your first deposit. All right. So, what's on tap? So, we're going to do something here during the NFL season and highlight the three best games of the NFL season of the week. Now, ironically, sometimes this comes with really interesting matchups that are a 1 o'clock window, 2 o'clock window, whatever. This week, well, that's because we also don't know, right? Like, we don't know what teams are going to be good. But going into the season, it's kind of funny that this one ends up being just all players that are, or all games that are actually primetime games. It just worked out that way. So we got three games that are in this segment. And they're obviously number one, the Ravens versus Chiefs. The Chiefs and Ravens is a matchup that everyone is excited for. Two teams vying for Super Bowl aspirations. Two teams that went to the AFC Championship game last season. Lamar Jackson reigning MVP. Patrick Mahomes reigning Super Bowl MVP. Everything about this game screams prime time. And it's the opening game of the NFL season. It's going to set the tone for the Ravens and the Chiefs. Chiefs are on a journey to try to win 3 straight Super Bowls. The Ravens are trying to get over that hump. So overall, I think that's the number one game of the week and the game most people are going to be looking forward to. Number two is the 49ers versus Jets on Monday Night Football. The Jets, the 49ers, two teams that are kind of in a weird situation. The 49ers have had a lot of injuries during camp and a lot of uncertainty. But goddamn, they're lucky. I'm a Seahawks fan. Trent Williams comes back right before the season. Brandon Ayuk resigns right before the season. Christian McCaffrey, I bet you, ends up playing. Everything felt like it was going so wrong for them, and then everything went so right. The Jets, on the other hand, Aaron Rodgers, Monday Night Football. Hopefully, no repeat of what happened the year before. How is that game not just the best game on primetime? Third game of a week, another primetime in Brazil, which is going to be interesting to see the Packers and Eagles, two teams that are contenders in the NFC. The Eagles are trying to rebound from a bad end of last season. They started off so hot and then kind of fizzled out at the end and are coming off not being division champions. The Cowboys won the division, and the Packers started off slow, ended up hot, completely opposite, won a playoff game against those Cowboys that I was just talking about, and they end up coming into the season with Super Bowl aspirations. Is it Jordan Love really the quarterback we all believe he is? This is what we're going to find out here in week one NFL. So those are the three games I'm looking forward to the most. Ravens, Chiefs, Packers and Eagles. And of course, as I said, the 49ers and Jets. Before every week or after every week, we're going to give you our three kings and three stooges. Three quarterbacks who are great on top of a league and three quarterbacks who are not so hot. Let's start off with our three kings. Our three kings are number, of course, and they're no particular order. These are just three kings, three stooges. The three kings, Patrick Mahomes. Do I have to explain? Patrick Mahomes is going for his fourth Super Bowl already in his young career. He's already won three. He's going for back-to-back-to-back, three-peat. He is the best quarterback on the planet. He makes throws that are unbelievable. And he's just one of those players that we will be telling our great grandkids about. He's maybe the most talented quarterback in history of football. Second king is Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is coming off an MVP season. Sure, the playoff performances have not been there. And you really can put him at fault for that. But doesn't mean he's not a king. He's one of the three best quarterbacks in the NFL. He's probably going to put up similar numbers this year, probably be MVP worthy numbers. He's not going to win the MVP because they're going to give him the Nikola Jokic treatment. And until he wins a Super Bowl or gets to a Super Bowl, they're not going to give him another MVP. And the third person on this list is Josh Allen. Another guy just can't get over the Mahomes hump. You see, those three quarterbacks, man, they're all interconnected, but none of them can get past Patrick Mahomes. He has the shakiest spot on this list. He's a guy that needs to have a really good season, needs to throw less interceptions, and just needs to lead the Bills to somewhere good because the Bills are so damn cursed. Our three stooges. We're going to start off with the bearded human Daniel Jones. Now he grew a beard and everyone says he has swagger. I don't know if a beard can throw a football, guys. Daniel Jones is just not a very good thrower of a football. So if Daniel Jones can't throw the football better and stop turning over the ball, he can find himself losing his starting spot in New York. And this is his last legs, his last chance. Daniel Jones is one of my three stooges. Sam Darnold. God, I held on to that Sam Darnold train as long as I possibly could. But he's just not very good. He has a brilliant offensive mind at head coach. He has Justin Jefferson. He has the opportunity here to turn it all around. But for now, he's one of my three stooges. And my third stooge is Gardner Minshew. I know Minshew Mania sounds great and it's fun. And he had a mustache. Wow. But still Gardner Minshew. The Raiders will be moving off Gardner Minshew probably after one season. Gardner Minshew is my third stooge. And so once again, my three kings, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and Josh Allen. These are in no particular order. My three stooges are Daniel Jones, Sam Darnold, and Gardner Minshew. All right, what's on tap? Super Bowl picks. Who's going to win the Super Bowl this season? Who's going to hoist that trophy at the end of the year? Now, on our Sports on Tap betting show, I gave out my Super Bowl picks with betting odds. Like, what are the betting odds Super Bowl picks? Like really high odd ones and really low odd ones, and which ones are better, which ones are worse. This one's more just picking without the odds. I gave one really far-fetched and crazy Super Bowl matchup that I think would be good for the NFL, but I don't think is actually going to happen. So my far-fetched one, and I don't believe in this one. This is just because the odds were so good, is the LA Rams versus the Jacksonville Jaguars, with the Jaguars winning the Super Bowl. And it's not going to happen. I'm telling you that. But the odds were too juicy. Plus 1,500 on the Rams, plus 2,200 on the Jaguars to win their conferences. A little bit of a far-fetched and a little bit of a, hey, this would be fun Super Bowl matchup. But that's not my Super Bowl picks. Let's talk about my actual Super Bowl pick. Out of the AFC, drum roll, please. I got the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson finally getting over that hump. They've been trying to get over this hump of Patrick Mahomes for years and years and years, and I just don't see the Chiefs three-peating. I actually see Lamar Jackson hoisting the trophy. I could see him having just as good of an MVP season as he did last year, not winning the MVP. And probably good for him. He'll have a chip on his shoulder. They need to get over that hump. They haven't been able to get over the Chiefs. This is the time they need to get over the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, this year. Time's dwindling. Lamar's not getting younger. But give me the Baltimore Ravens to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. And out of the NFC, give me Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers. They finished off the season hot last year. They won a playoff game. Matt LaFleur is a good head coach. Have a great organization. They have all the talent. They have a defense. They're going to be able to run the ball. They got Lambeau Field. The Packers are going to make the Super Bowl against the Baltimore Ravens. Now, who's going to win that game? That matchup between the Packers and Ravens in the Super Bowl. Give me the Baltimore Ravens to hoist the trophy. The Baltimore Ravens are finally going to do it with Lamar Jackson. An organization is going to win their third Super Bowl since the year 2000 with 3 different quarterbacks: Trent Dilfer, Joe Flacco, and now Lamar Jackson. John Harbaugh, all the attention's on Jim Harbaugh over and over again because he's funny and goofy and quirky. He beat his brother in the Super Bowl. They both have championships, one in college, one in the NFL. And Jim Harbaugh's time probably will come. But it's not going to be a Harbaugh Bowl. This is going to be the year of John Harbaugh and the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, King Henry, finally getting a trophy. Your Baltimore Ravens are your 2024-2025 Super Bowl champions. Thank you guys for watching. This has been the Sports on Tap, George on Tap show. As we like to say, what's on tap, what's on tap, what's on tap. And thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. We're doing this Monday through Friday, 11:30 usually, right around that time. Today's a little bit of shorter show because starting tomorrow, we got a lot of things to cover. I'll be doing live reactions after games. This is just going to be a full-fledged place you can come and talk sports. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.